Wrong background. Let me change your background. Let me change my background. Okay, I'm back off. No, you're not. You're not late. I'm here. I am here. This is a vibe, though, right? This is nice. Hey, Nanda. Sorry, I'm only saying hey. I'm gonna say hey, hey, baby mama. Hey, mama. Hey, Nanda. I like this song. I don't think I like these pearls, but it's my pirate look. I tell you. Okay. Oh. Oh, nope, I need this. How you doing? Of course, Nanda. You know. Listen, this is my pirate look. So this is my feather. Because pirates always seem to have a feather. And they always have gold. Like a lot of gold. And I got these pearls from a wench I robbed. Called Temu. Thank you. This is a jam right here, though. I'm really liking it. Let me turn it down. Because next thing I know, I'm going to be dancing all night, right? It's fire. Fire! Turn that down. That is a vibe. I love that. I have to use that one a little more often. How is everyone doing this evening? This magical evening called Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday in fall. It has officially changed to fall here. Yes, I have lashes on because I wanted to give my full effect of yeah, and I really like this. A smoky eye and a red lip never has done anyone wrong. How's everyone doing? What's going on? How was your week? Go ahead and comment. My week was fantastic. I actually have to remember. Sometimes I'm so in the moment that I really can't remember if I had a bad day or a bad week prior. It just happens and we keep going. Yeah. I try to not try to. This is my supernatural hair. And I wanted it. I really wanted to get that pirate, like this is what it would. Of course they may not be neat like me, but yeah. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. So let's get into it before we get into the pirate stuff. Hopefully, everybody got a chance to go to YouTube and watch Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at World's End, the opening scene. It is a very powerful scene. And if you didn't, you can go ahead, watch it, and come back because I'm just going to be doing some housekeeping notes and some gossiping about what's going on in the world. Okay. So first, I know I'm a little late because I only come on Thursdays, and eventually I'll be able to do a little bit more. However, there was a fashion boxing match with a young man named Jake Paul and a great named Mike Tyson. And we watched the fight. And, you know, it was clearly just for people to earn money and for stars, mega stars, sports stars to come out and look good like the old days, right? Whenever all the stars used to come out to like the Ali fights or the remember Oscar De La Hoya, Roy Jones, you know, good boxing matches, and people, they come out with their furs and their real pearls and their real golds and, you know, do it up. And then there's the after party, which I really think all these people, well, they go for multiple reasons, right? Number one, it's business. It is a networking event. Bottom line, if I see a producer over there I'm trying to work with and I'm at this boxing match, I'm going to go match. I'm going to go over and holla at this producer 100%. Number two, the gambling. I found it so odd that, and I don't watch TV, so maybe this happens all the time, but it was hilarious to me how they were giving the stats for where you want to place your bets, or what the bets were already placed right by the time the main event came on. So the stats of those bets, while they were giving the stats of the bets on the bottom banner, they had, if you're addicted to gambling, this is the Gambler's Anonymous number. This is the website. Please don't. Okay. Okay, that's what we do? Sure. And I found it interesting that the Star Spangled Banner had to be sung at the beginning of two people beating each other up. You know, I just find this stuff interesting. There's no judgment to it, but it's hilarious to me. Do I have a rose in here? I meant to put a red rose in my hair because I got this red sporkly lipstick. And yeah, so that was it. It was a great little fight. It was good. It was good. I am very happy that the young man, Mr. Paul, he could have gone in on Mr. Tyson, but he did not. He respected him. And then toward the end of the fight, he gave an honor to him, which was really, really great because regardless, right? This young man is fighting Mike Tyson. I don't care if it is staged. They both made some millions. He made 40, Jake Paul made 40 million, I think, and Mike Tyson made 20 off the rip. Does not include advertisements and interviews and book deals and everything that will come of this. So, hey, I'll take a $20 million deal in there. Ain't nothing, but okay. If you don't know, I have a YouTube channel. It is called Love, Light, and Milk, LLC. On YouTube, come check me out. It's basically the same as this. But if you don't want to be on Facebook, you can come on to YouTube. Join me over there. And I have some shorts. Sometimes I'll upload some other things there. It's a good deal. And you could support me, which eventually we're going to be growing. I thank you all for supporting me every single week that I am here. It just means so very much to me. The growing is happening. So look out for some stuff. Definitely look out. Okay. In other news, the United States largest government agency, the Pentagon, failed an audit for the seventh year in a row. They failed the audit by the Internal Revenue Service, otherwise known as the IRS. They cannot account for $842 billion of spending this year. Just if you hadn't heard, yeah. $842 billion. So remember what I was going off about last week, kind of? Yeah. I don't think. Hey, Janine! How's it going? So, Janine, while you're here, I am going to apologize to you. I need to apologize to you. And you may find this a little funny. So, yesterday when we were texting, I said, you let me know that you would be on at 7:30. And I said, okay, I'll come on. What I meant by that is like, I will be there. I'll be online to support you. And when I was going through it last night, I was like, oh my God, maybe she took it as, it came across exactly like, I'll come on. And I am so sorry. Like, I am so, so sorry. Because I went on and literally me and AJ were outside playing and leave. So I wasn't prepared. But then I thought, I was like, oh, I said I'd come on. I should have been more explicit in what I meant. And I am very, very sorry, Janine. However, in Janine fashion, she was like, yeah, come on. And we were on. If you're not following Janine, yeah. If you're not following Janine Barzali, I suggest you do. Her name is in the chat. Janine. Yeah, I know. And then you were like, yeah, let's come. And I was like, oh God. Whoop, okay. Never thought it's because I said it because I said it. So I am very sorry, Janine. My apologies. Yeah. You know. But please, I should have been saying. Okay. It's okay because we had a blast. And just so you know, Janine and I yesterday on her Facebook page did readings. So it is so awesome to do readings with someone else, especially when you pick up on what they're saying and it's just the best. It is the absolute best. So absolutely follow Janine. Hey, Lou. Yeah. And really quick, this is part of the intros. How would you like to be able to tell your story? Oh, she put it in the chat. Janine, workshops and more. So go ahead, click on it. Please follow. She does readings. If you don't know who she is, she's an international medium and she's my friend. I'm not bragging, okay? I'm not bragging. I'm just saying she's an international medium who's been doing this for probably a good 25 years. Has had this all of her life, but professionally for 20. She is an accomplished author. She's had a podcast. She's been on shows. She's done arenas of thousands. So definitely follow her. And imagine being able to tell your story. To tell your story, not in the fashion that everyone wants to hear it or everyone wants to tell your story, or the authors that have been in your life, right? Not their story, but your story, your secrets, maybe things you've never been able to share. Imagine if you were able to do that for future generations, for your grandchildren, for your great grandchildren, for your great, 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 great grandchildren. Imagine that. Well, coming up in the near future, Janine and I are having a class where we are going to tell our stories, and not necessarily tell verbally, write them down, but to have so they are kept and your future generations can read them. And let's say you don't have any future generations. There's still stories that need to be told and need to be shared. And maybe there'll be stories that you don't want to be told until you transition. Well, definitely we can make that happen, because maybe stuff is too painful, maybe too embarrassing, maybe you don't want to expose yourself like that. But by the time your great, great, great grandkids are, 3 generations later, they ain't gonna care. They ain't gonna judge you. Cause look, we done all been there. Okay. We've all been everywhere. So definitely look out for it. They are our collective stories, 100%. I just want to go ahead and let me show some comments. Lil says, yes, it is a major problem, rarely discussed. Hey. So thanks for bringing it up. Meaning the DOD. Absolutely. Many unconstitutional things are taking place in those accounted for funds. 100%. It's yes. Yeah. But now we're starting to see these things and so much more. Oh my gosh. We're in that place of just preparation with self, preparation in the home. Because these revelations that are going to be happening may surprise people, believe it or not, and may really affect them, right? It is kind of relatable to when a child maybe finds out that someone they believed in isn't really that person. It's very big news. So, or like, let me put it this way: when we found out the backstory of what was happening on the set of The Wizard of Oz, right? It literally is smoke and mirrors and behind the curtain of what was going on. So definitely. And so yes, for this workshop, thank you so much. They are going to feel seen. Absolutely. So definitely look out, look out, look out. Okay, we're going to shift. We're going to shift a little bit. What time is it? 54 already. At 8 o'clock, we'll get into Pirates, doing some morning announcements. I received some comments from last week's premiere. And the comments were more about my childhood trauma and my healing. And I found it very interesting. And these comments were on YouTube, that my healing and my trauma has triggered people. And a big part of me is like, yes. Because now that opens the door for you to see something in yourself. And maybe make space to heal. Uh-oh, sorry. Oh, wicked. Yeah. Yeah, we want to see that too, for sure. So if what I say, especially about my experience, my healing, and my trauma, triggers you, explore that area of anger or whatever the feeling is, if you start to feel that abandonment or feel that rejection, feel that neglect, feel that abuse by me going through my healing, explore that. And I am okay. We can have these conversations. It was just very interesting and eye-opening that my experience and guess who they triggered mostly? Men. My experience as a child, a girl child, and my healing as a woman has triggered men. It's a thought. It's a thought, right? Right, exactly. Of course. So if it does, and I'm speaking to my beautiful men, if you do get triggered by my healing, I challenge you and I invite you to explore that place of, why is this chick that I don't even know triggering me? What about her story can I relate to? Am I being convicted because she talked about rapists, molesters, abusers? Don't know. But it's definitely worth diving into. So, me love it. And I will keep triggering if I have to. Next, we have 3 minutes. Let's keep going. I'm so glad we are teaching men better. 100%. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. So we'll bring that in a little bit later, because in 2 minutes we're going to go into the POTC, Pirates of the Caribbean. So excited. And again, if you're just joining, if you have not watched the opening scene, this is Pirates of the Caribbean Part 3 at World's End. Just YouTube it, Google it, the opening scene. It is the most powerful scene, and we'll go into it. And of course, the title of tonight is, oh my God, I forgot. Is it our time to sing? Is it our time to sing? So really quick, and this was a question I was thinking about during the week. Why do people feel that they need to come together to hate? Why do people feel they need to come together to hate? Right? So we have our normal hate groups, the supremacists, the Nazis. We have, folks, the folks that picket outside the abortion clinics. And as I was thinking about this, even PETA came in. But what also came in are churches. And the hate is for how many names? The devil, Lucifer, Satan, Beelzebub, right? This hate for this entity. So I always ask these questions. What if a long time ago, long time ago, Lucifer was like, you know what, God? I surrender to you. This life is tough, okay? You done cast me out. Now I'm with all these ill-willed beings. I'm done. I'm trying to come to you. And what if we humans, because we still hate, we're going to cast them back to the pits of hell. We're going to stomp on it. We're going to do all of this. What if we're the ones that are keeping Lucifer there? These are just questions I have. The hate is real. And I know some, the because of course I play the devil's advocate, love it, no pun. In my head, like, well, it's different. The devil is different. Lucifer is different. Is it? Is the hate different than those people that hate another group of people? Is it really that different? Just thoughts, food for thought. That is it. To protect themselves from accountability. Hey, now, put that up there. To protect themselves from accountability. Right. Absolutely. Just questions, Don't we all love the devil? And that is not to say that, the darkness or the evil is not here. But dang nabbit, what if this being is trying to be healed? What if this being has come to the altar? I would think, in my opinion, the description and the stories of this being, right? The devil made me do it. This being is taking more accountability than any of us. Yeah, I did do it. The devil made me do it. I sure did. I made you do it. Yeah, I came. Yep, put a couple of my little minions on you. Boop, boop, boop. Take them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, just questions. All right. I'm cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Just questions, though. And with these questions, we start getting into just thoughts. So let us let us get in to what we came here for, our main event.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones. The seas be yours, and by the powers where we're all. Some men have died and some are alive, and others sail on the sea with the keys to the cage and the devil to pay.
Tell me, Janine. You see who that is? biggest pirate of them all, Christophe Colomb. So let's chat about it. If you were able to watch the opening scene, it is one of the most powerful, craziest, psychopathic scenes. Opening and opening to a Disney movie at that. And if you haven't seen it, I will describe it a little bit. There were actually the general or the lord, whoever, reads off everything at the beginning, and it tells exactly who they are. These are people. Some are pirates, some are affiliated with pirates, some are just thieves and beggars. And they just rounded them all up, and there were probably hundreds. And they were at the hanging stations, and 8 at a time, boop, dropping people. Then, and this is everybody, age from 100 to 8, Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, everybody who they thought was affiliated with the gang of pirates, right? Because gangs are just modern pirates, or pirates back then are just modern day gangs, right? Hoist your colors, right? Rep your colors. And this little boy starts to sing that beautiful song, Hoist the Colors. And then as he's going up to be hung, and then this other pirate joins in, and then they all start singing, and who knows, I call him the flunky, runs up to the lord such and such and says, "Sire," no, he says, "they started to sing, sir." And sir says, "Finally." And how many times, right? And it was so big because how many times has this been done in history? That was a complete genocide that was happening. And what he also did was read them their rights. And their rights were none. So all of the rights that normal folks would have, right? You have the right to an attorney. You have the right to be, what is it? They were being, what's the correct word for when you go to jail and you're spending life and then you go to the get a lethal injection? That is called why can't I think of the word? Anyways, they had no rights. And he said, anybody who is a pirate, a suspected pirate, affiliation with a pirate, hanging around a pirate, we kind of think they're a pirate, but we don't know if they're dirty, death penalty. Yes. So, kids and all. And that's why it was such a strong scene for Disney to do this to this boy. I mean, and we know why they did it, because it affected. I mean, I still get chills when I watch that to this day, and I don't even like to watch it because it's psychotic. There's some psychoticness in this stuff. And we can say, oh, it's only a movie. It's only make-believe. But our subconscious can't really tell the difference. So then that desensitization happens, but that's for another time. We're going to talk about singing our song. These pirates and these people who were connected, regardless if they were pirates or not, started singing together. Hoist the colors high. Never shall we die, right? Yo ho, all together, hoist our colors high, heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. and you think of that song, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. How true is that? Thieves, right? The ones who just take, and beggars, the ones who ask and ask and ask and ask and ask. And when we kind of take us to the lowest common denominator, kind of describes us. We just talked about the Pentagon can't account for $842 billion of spending in 1 year. Can't account for it. Where'd that money come from? I'd like to know. Then you have folks like me who literally every year I am writing to some agency for a little help, and they are telling me no. Am I a beggar? But I've stopped begging. I'm not asking anymore. I get it. It's a no. That's what it is. I'm good. Ooh. It's psychotic children, always the children. And oh my God. Megan, if you are here, you know I'm here. So I can't come on right now, but I will try to join after this. And pedophiles were just voted in. You know, Janine and I were talking about the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, and if you don't know, it was very common for philosophers to take little boys, thank you so much, as their proteges or their students to learn philosophy. But it wasn't necessarily, let's say, just dealing with books, right? So the idea of taking children, as we see in statues, and I mean, it's still to this day, the Roman Empire has literally just shifted names. And what we call romance from the Romans still exists to this day. It is still just insane to me how Disney, and Disney makes great movies. This is no shade to Disney whatsoever. They're just part of the system, right? Disney could make an opening scene of a child. Some stuff to think about. And don't get me wrong, like and you know, Johnny Depp, you just can't go wrong. I don't care. This is my heave ho, my what is it? A pirate cup. Arr! It's tea. So I'd like to talk a little bit about, and it will relate, this Lord, and I don't know his name because I couldn't understand it, but you know, they were speaking in our Lord's English, that ordered for these penalties, these death penalties to happen. How many times have we seen this in history? A little history. In 1893, from 1893, if you don't know, this is real, to 1923, 1893 to 1923, there were these baths, gasoline baths, they called them. So forever and a day, since borders have been created, people have been crossing to come to work. Right before there were borders, when the indigenous people were here, they crossed each other's to trade, to war, to whatever. Then we had these borders made, right? So the South, if you don't know, is a country called Mexico. And literally forever, Mexicans have been crossing that border to come to work, and they go back home. Simple, never an issue. Well, in these years, they had these gasoline baths because they thought that these Mexicans that were crossing were infested with fleas, lice, and other things. So the gasoline baths, the mixture of chemicals they used to spray them down with, and I had to list this, a mix of gasoline, kerosene, sulfuric acid, DDT, lindane, and Zyklon B. Now, is anybody here familiar with Zyklon B? And I'm going to give the years again. 1893 to 1923. Think if you know a little bit about history, it's okay if you don't, but just think about 1923. What happened after that? And if you know the chemical of Zyklon B, don't worry, I'm gonna bring it all together. Because just to let you know, this was the American government spraying these people with this, and there ended up being a huge fire. There was a revolt of these gasoline baths. Mexicans got tired, like, hey, stop spraying us. And there was a big fire, and a lot of people died. Because, of course, there was gas. They were gassed down enough. And it was a woman who let it. Just FYI. But what is Zyklon B? Good guess. The H-bomb. Good guess. Good guess. Zyklon B was the chemical that was used in Auschwitz. Yeah. The cleansing, the massacre that happened in Auschwitz. The Nazis used Zyklon B. Imagine that. Imagine a test run of this chemical being done by Americans to Mexicans, and that information being given to Germany. That would never happen. Mwah, 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 mwah. But it did. When you kind of open the books and learn this stuff, it is hard to digest. You know, your my stomach starts to get queasy because we don't want to think that this stuff actually happens, but it does. So I think of these pirates, and why were they pirates? Why? Why do you have to cut yourself off from the rest of your nation and live this other life? Why? Because you just watched your friends, your family be hung for no reason. The children as well. All of this always to say it starts at home. It starts at home. So if anything like this were to happen again, we and our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren can say no. I will not. They will have the heart, really, to just say no. And how hard, and I could imagine the 1500s, 1400s, right? The of course, you know, the English government, they were no joke. They were in it. And how do we know that? Because they let a bunch of criminals come over here, right? Go. You want to go? Go. And then let me tell you how hard they were. They came over, right? So they told their little criminals, they told us, you want to leave? Go, 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 go. Go on a ship, go. And then what they turn around and do? Well, look, I was about to grab a phone. If they had a phone, yo, these mother effers made it. They actually made it. Well, we're going to come take their land too. Go. All right? Like, you kick somebody off your land. They left, right? They got here. They ended up here. Now, not all of them did, because there were ships that sank. But these folks that wanted their freedom in whatever way came here. They got here and started running their own stuff, running their own government, burning witches up in Massachusetts, right? I'm not saying it was right. They were doing their own thing. What balls you have to have kicking somebody out and then going to take what they got. I'm just thinking about this now. I'm sorry. It's just a thought that's coming through like, dag, England was what? What kind of... And that's where we come from. And I'm not saying come from literally, but our doctrines and our laws and our constitution, and that's what it comes from. You must not. You will not pass. Oh, they did pass. Oh yeah, let's go take what they have as well. They tried it. They tried it. Interesting. So getting back to the Pirates of the Caribbean, let us just look at the words to that song. Has anybody actually like read the lyrics? So this is just the first, right? The king and his men stole the queen from her bed. Now, right there, right there, the king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones. So not making this a male-female thing, gender thing. The song kind of puts it out there. What has been going on, and what does the queen represent? What does the king represent, right? The king and his men, not crew, not women, the king and his men stole the queen from her bed. So, we see these stories and I love them. Don't get me wrong. They're lovely, of the king and queen. We watched Wish, the movie Wish. It was a beautiful movie. And the king and queen loved each other. Do you really think that used to happen? I don't, because you look at these queens who were very powerful. Who's the one that said, off with their heads? right? They don't have husbands. And then you know, but the king stole the queen from her bed. I'm going to make you my queen. Shut up, wench. And bound her in her bones. I see that she had no choice. Bound in her bones. And then it goes on. The seas be ours. So now this is the pirates, right? But we're talking about water. The seas be ours beyond the powers. Where we will, we'll rule. We're going to rule wherever we want. And so, you know, I got to flip this, right? To yourselves, the self. The seas be ours, right? This is my space. This is what I can control right here. The seas be mine. This water is mine. This body is mine. Beyond any power, anybody saying anything, any fear that somebody's trying to throw at me, the seas be ours beyond the powers. Where we will rule. You know how powerful that statement is? Like, the kingdom stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones. However, I know who I am. Regardless of what the king does, right? Because we still, in a way, have a king. We'll talk about that another day. But regardless of what the king does, regardless of these outside forces, where I will, right? Let my will be done. Let thy will be done. Will rule. You know, I just like giving some food for thought, right? Yo ho, all hands. All hands. Is this our time to sing? Is this our time to sing by coming together by working in us and in our homes? I find it very interesting. And I actually said this to Janine the other day. And I'm a little hesitant to say it, but I'm about to bust it out. I find it very interesting that the majority of us that have gone through trauma, we've never been healed, never sought therapy, never sought any spiritual help, even religious help, right? Because religion is what it is. It has its good parts. So receive no help, right? We've been beat down, abused. And we make decisions like our senators and our presidents. And I just find that interesting that it is us. And it's, you know, there's no fault. There is no blame, shame, or guilt. It is what it is, right? This is how it's been. This is how we were founded. And we are literally the the strongest, right? Only the strong can survive. Only the strong do survive. We are the strongest of these founding people. What if each of us just took a pause? Took a pause to discover, what do I really stand for? What do I really want? What do I really need? And this is an internal place. Because I could say all types of things that I want from outside, that I need from outside. You know, I need to go on vacation. I need a trip. I need to get more of this lipstick. I need to get my hair braided. I learned about braids from Janine, actually. Some lessons. I want to get my hair braided back up 100%. But what do I need internally? I need to feel safe. I need to feel secure. I need to feel whole. I want to be confident. Why not start there? You got kids out here in their own homes who are deathly scared to talk to their parents. Can't say a word to their parents about anything because they know they may get hit, they may get abused, they may get ignored, they may get rejected. And that child grows up to be an adult and now accounts for the neglect, accounts for the abandonment, accounts for not being enough in different ways. What if we just took that time to look inward? You know what? Let me listen to my child just this one time. Let me not worry about my garbage just for this moment. Y'all know I was gonna turn yo ho into something else, and I'm not even finished, right, with the lyrics. So, yo ho, all hands, we can come together in that place. They did. And that's why they were okay going line by line. Boom. They were just dropping these people. We would never do that now. And what I mean is, we're not standing in line with each other like, oh, well, this is what it is. No, we're going to snitch. We're going to tell. We're going to jump on the other side. You know what? It ain't right. But we can be together in our own homes. Yo ho, all hands, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. And they haven't yet. Yo ho, haul together, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. And they haven't yet. I know. Okay, I'm here. I was off. I was reading, but I am here. Let's go through the comments. Yes. Hitler got his eugenics program and propaganda methods from the US, learned it from a Phoenix Library exhibit. That's history. That's fact. Pirates had the most democratic society. Say it again. Let me say it for the people in the back. Pirates had the most democratic society. And I'm going to tell you, not all of them were robbing. Not all of them were plunging and, oh, we're going to plunge and steal your women. We're going to drink rum all day. No. They were considered pirates because they couldn't afford to live in luxury. They couldn't afford to bathe once a week. Maybe they were bathing once every 3 months. They couldn't afford food like the normal person, so they had to beg. They couldn't afford education. right? We're not these Blackbeard and Pearls Cove or whatever. I don't know the names of them, but really, and they were inclusive. These pirates had women. They had slaves. They had Caribbean people, okay? Latinos. They had children. How cohesive. And these kids were bad. Right? Not, I'm not saying bad, but like badass. Like, what? That little boy got up there with, you know what I'm saying? Stood on business. Eden hates that, right? He stood on business and sang the song. Yo ho. Shoot, I'm in this too. I know. So imagine. It was actually the most equal society for women. Them chicks were bad AF. Sir, you may have really liked the the era of those pirates, because now they say they're pirates, right? They're like let's say North African pirates. I don't think they're all from North Africa. I think they're pirates everywhere. But the ones that we see now are these Somalian pirates, you know, that they get ships, these huge liners, and thieve and take it over. And you know, I they call them pirates. I don't think that the pirates of old were like that. Now, did some of them steal? Of course. You have a ship full of 300 people with no food. Yeah, you're gonna steal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, that's what it is. And the tuition, therapy saved my life. Right. Was included in the tuition. That is really cool. I'm trying to think. I think it was for me too. I don't know. Though I didn't like studying history too much, really, Nanda. Well, and you know what? I mean, I love history, okay? I actually minored in religious history because I just love to see the evolution of things. In my opinion, once you see the evolution or you see the history, you can kind of see where things are going to go. What's already played out is going to happen again, right? Life is literally a spiral. Sometimes, and Burge from taught me this from Essence of Being, but life doesn't repeat itself, but sometimes it rhymes. So it may not be the exact same thing, but how many times have we seen genocide? How many times have we seen a certain group of people ostracized or have their lives taken? How many times have we seen agencies not being able to account for the money they spend? So history doesn't repeat itself, but sometimes it rhymes. I like doing the research and finding out. Because when it does happen again, for those who never have been there, well, that's never happened before. It actually did. It did. A few times, actually. Yes. So the governing society has always really been thieves. Yo ho haul 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 together, raise our colors high, heave ho, thieves and beggars. Yeah, I had to go there, folks. And I don't want you to stop watching that movie, okay? It's good stuff. I have not seen all of those pirates yet. I love them though. I do, just cuz, and it continues today 100%. And you know, we don't see, honestly, I think we see like the top 10% of what's going on. You know, they keep us very focused on things, on Diddy, on the Jake Paul fight, on the election, on television, and trying to diet and exercise constantly, trying to keep up with the Joneses, fashion. You know, they keep us real interested in so much. I don't know. I tell you what though, stuff is revealing itself as we see. If we just take a look at these last 30 years of what has come out, what has come to fruition, people, societies, even books have been telling this stuff, right? It's just our job to pick it and read it. This stuff has been happening, but it is coming out. And you know what? The information technology is helping that amazingly. So, even though, never mind. Yeah. So you remember when the government just was able to work with the internet? Like it wasn't public yet. It was a government thing, right? And then they opened it up to the public. But I'm going to choose a card. I'm going to choose a card, only Janine, because we pulled cards yesterday. And, oh, I have an announcement to make, BT Dubs. Janine and I will be doing a live together sometime next week. It may be Wednesday. I don't know about Tuesday. Maybe, well, no, probably Wednesday. So just look out. It's just gonna be a pop-up. But we'll chat and I think do some readings, probably. Algorithm. So stay tuned for that. All right, let us do one. Don't you love that song though? Hoist the Colors. I like it, just it is so strong. And if anybody is interested, I put that video together and I put the song behind it. And in order to not get taken down like I did the other week from YouTube, I had to finagle the song. I had to sing behind it, which I don't even think you heard it. But I had to sing with it in order for the video to stick. Because now I've changed the song to my song. I actually added some more things in it. Okay. Anyways, right? Isn't it a good song? It's so powerful, and I guarantee you'll never listen to that song the same again. And when you hear that song, I want you to think of that. If you ever hear it again, right? Even if you play it, if you're somebody's watching the pirate movie, if anything, just hold space. Hold space for them. Hold space for those past who that has happened to. Hold space for yourself to be your own sea. Right? To be your own ship, to be the captain of your own ship. Just hold that space, honor that. All right. Boom. Ooh, Al Gore, the reading we have in it, huh? Say them facts. Ooh, Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. Hold on. See, this is where I'm bad at. Showing stuff. Pretty. Stay rooted and grounded. That sounds amazing. $98. Heave ho. Earth Guardian. The message is to take take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. The Earth Guardian represents the angels of Earth who bring their medicine of feeling grounded and strong. They are the protectors of the land and planet and can help you connect with your mission here and how you can support the evolution of the planet. The Earth Guardian on the card is a beautiful part angel, part elemental, nice, who is non-binary, showing that they are a divine being without human gender. Janine, I don't even know if you're still here. You hear this? Their staff adorned with a dream catcher shows they have the capacity to help you ground your dreams in reality. It's important for you to take a grounded with a dream catcher. Okay, Janine has like 1,000 dream catchers. She makes them. Grounded approach. It is important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what to do. It is important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. It's important to plant seeds that you are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed that you have to deal with. Right. Sorry. So we have folks on the other place, YouTube, and I do forget to show because they can't see Facebook. People can't see YouTube's comment. YouTube can't see Facebook, but this is amazing. They have the capacity to help you ground your dreams in reality. Absolutely. I think it's kind of interesting because the message was almost the same yesterday, but that's how it always happens. That is always how it happens. So it is 8:51. I am going to sign off. Thank y'all so much for coming. I hope if you get anything out of this, that when you watch that movie again, when you hear that song again, be the captain of your own ship, right? The seas are yours. Beyond any power, it is yours. Someone in the wrote about Crystal Ann Compton's video about Dominion, and that just came to me in saying this: our what we've been given, what the Creator has given us, this dominion, and if anything, we have dominion over us and what is inside. So remember that, if anything. If you take anything, you can take it all. But if you want to forget, just take that place, that dominion, that you have the power. I got the power. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. I love you all so very much. Listen, Janine will be here next week, so stay tuned. Some of you will be meeting her in person. If you know, you know. We're going to have a great, fabulous time. I can't wait. Right, Dreamcatcher. Definitely. And it's just amazing how these things happen. I might keep my hair like this. I like the Donna Summers kind of, but I want braids too. You know what I do? Let me tell you what I do. Do I have one here? I am doing the old school, the old fashioned thing now. I put a scrunchie and I wrap it around, and that's how I sleep at night. So it curls up. Now the curls have gone away because I've had it out all day. Okay. But if you see a little bit, the waves, the curls, it makes really nice. And it's shakeability. What's the Donna Summer song? Last dance for love. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm crazy. Okay, I'm going, really going. I love y'all so much. I love you, love you, love you. I'll see you next Thursday. Subscribe to YouTube, Love Light and Milk LLC. Check out Janine's page. Amazing. She is the fire medium. She be on fire. And definitely we have some other stuff happening. I work hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. She works hard for what? Love me some Donna Summers. Woo! Okay. I love it. Love you. Bye. My ending's coming. It's coming right